I'm gonna tell you a story, but the first thing you have to understand is time doesn't work the way you think it does. You can call me Oracle because I'm the one who's talking to you. Welcome to the call. Alright. Couple things. I have come up with other things on this absurd list of ways to do a binding. I'm just gonna run through them real quick because they're pretty, like, a lot of them should be obvious based on other things I've done in previous videos. So, hypnosis bind, spellbound, mantra mugda. That's actually a thing, like a spellbound binding. Seal of sleep binding, nidra mudra bind, nidra mudra, well, a nidra mudra essentially. Counter order binding, Pratiprasara mudra. Or not, I don't actually know it isn't mudra for binding, but it's, you know, Pratiprasara, counter order. Ribbon bind. That sounds like actually, so interestingly, a ribbon bind would actually be what keeps Fenris in check. Because the chains of Fenris are actually a ribbon, if I remember correctly. And like they're like, it's a ribbon that's made out of like the sound of cats' whiskers and stuff like that. It's wild what that thing's made of. As something that would have to contain Fenris would have to be. It would have to be utterly wild. It would have to be Truth on you. Anyway. So I have the Mott Magic book out because I'm going to briefly touch upon this concept it brings up of the Dance of Masks. It's fascinating for a lot of reasons. It brings up a lot of archetypes on the Tree of Life in terms of the major arcana, and brings up meditating upon the major arcana. So if you wanted to do that, actually, that would be Mama, Mahapatra, Tarot, Samzelati. I meditate upon the 22 major arcana. I don't actually name them, but like, Mahapatra basically means like high card because they're trump cards. And also, if you wanted to do the that's another thing that I think is interesting. Now I've talked about like the fact that, you know, the Harmony is there, the Mahaswapna is there. Like, in theory, people can read auras. So in theory, they would be doing it by looking into the Harmya Mahaswapna, and then looking at the aura around someone, basically looking at the Shakti that they emanate. That's basically how that would work. I haven't run into anyone who says that they can read auras. Maybe that will change. But, in theory, it would be very fascinating if I did, because, as far as I can tell, by doing the Dance of Masks, or by Mama Varnika Nirtyam Kroti, by dancing the Dance of Masks, in theory, my aura should look like I can't do magic at all. I should look like a sleeper, apparently. That's how that should look. Even though I'm not, because, like, I can't be. By default of being a Buddhist monk, I actually can't be, because it's about being awakened to, like, the fact that Shakti is there and that sort of thing. So, like, that would be hilarious, because I would be like, so, you can read auras, right? Read mine. What does mine look like? Do I look like I'm completely, like I'm a sleeper? Does my aura look like I'm asleep? Because it should. And they'd be like, what does that mean? But in theory, that would be, that would mean I'm doing my best to be this dude, the masked dancer. The Varnika Nada. Mama Varnika Nada Asti. I'm a masked dancer. And this is Oracle, gonna sing myself out. And this video short one there. Ooh, another short video for Sunday. That's nice. A little bit more entertaining for once, I think. But that's a little bit of my magic for the master dance. And all throughout, what did I even start with? And a couple more bindings to begin with, perchance. And dream safely out there from Oracle me. To all of you out there out in the wee